As each week comes and goes, it seems like we get a new piece of news and or information that's like a punch to the gut or a low blow with OnePlus. So with each week that comes, we get new information. A new week this week, a new piece of information. It's kind of well, let's face it, it sucks. It's a low blow for people that love OnePlus devices, right? I know I have a lot of OnePlus subscribers and lovers, such as myself. And we're going to get into the news today and kind of where this goes. But let's take it back a few weeks. We're going to jump right into what we got today. But you could kind of see this coming. You can see this foreshadowing, so to speak. So as of a few weeks ago, we saw OnePlus being removed. Maybe it was a month ago. Shoot, I don't know. 2 months ago, I don't know. But they got removed from Best Buy's from Best Buy's physical stores, and nothing replaced them. But if you go on Best Buy's website and you look to purchase one, they're essentially all sold out. There's not much on there. We looked on a previous live stream. And if you go to OnePlus's website, they're essentially, slowly but surely, each model is getting sold out. It just has out of stock. They're not restocking them. And actually in Europe, if you go to OnePlus's website in Europe, they're actually redirecting potential buyers to Oppo's website. They're saying, hey, these aren't for sale, but look at this new shiny Oppo phone we got for sale. And then we got word, a couple weeks ago, that Oppo was going to merge OnePlus and Realme into one sub-brand. And we're like, okay, what does that mean? I don't know. Now we got news today that is not so great. Looks even dimmer. So we got news today that OnePlus is going to essentially cancel, delete, wipe off the face of the planet OxygenOS. Say what? OxygenOS is no more. Where does that leave current OnePlus users? Are they just not going to update OnePlus? Are they just not going to update OxygenOS? Are they going to leave us high and dry? What the freak is going on? No, they're not going to do that. So what they're going to do is all current OnePlus phones that currently run OxygenOS are going to receive a future update. So let me put this out here right now. OnePlus is definitely still going to update your devices, still going to send software updates, still going to issue security patches. However, at some point down the road here, and I'll get to when, because this is very interesting, but at some point here in the near future, what Oppo is going to do with these current OnePlus phones is essentially convert your OxygenOS device into ColorOS. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's what they're going to do. So Oppo is legally bound, OnePlus is legally bound to Google to fully support these devices update-wise by Android's terms of service. So if OnePlus says, when all these devices launch, you hear them say, oh, it comes with 5 years of updates and 4 years of security patches. They're not just throwing that out there kind of loosely, although most of them kind of just throw that off to the side. No, that's a real legal binding terms of service that these companies like OnePlus, like Realme, like Oppo, like Xiaomi, like Samsung, they negotiate the terms with Google and say, we're going to do 5 years of software updates and 4 years of security patches. They're bound by that. So if you got a OnePlus 15, you're still getting your full software support and updates, and you're still going to get your monthly security patches. But I think, when are they going to do this? I believe, now we don't know when they're going to do this. We just got the word today that they're going to cut OxygenOS and convert current OnePlus devices that are running OxygenOS to ColorOS. That's the news we got today. Now, I'm speculating when they're going to do it because right now we just don't know. We just got the news that that's what the plan is. But here's what I think is going to happen. I think when the OnePlus 16 comes out, so OnePlus technically will still be a company, and yes, technically they're still going to put out a OnePlus 16, but it's just going to be China only, and all future OnePlus devices are going to be ColorOS only, and that's why they're going to convert current and past OnePlus devices into ColorOS as well. And I think if you have a OnePlus 15, potentially even a OnePlus 13, maybe OnePlus 12, but at least the 15 and 13, what they're going to do is, I think once the OnePlus 16 is launched, that's when they're going to convert. Look, it may not be the exact same day, may not even be the exact same month, but somewhere right around October, possibly November is when the OnePlus 16 launches. I think that's when Oppo is going to, or OnePlus is going to issue that update that's going to convert your OxygenOS device to ColorOS. There's nothing you're going to have to do. I know there's toolkits out there, and there's XDA threads on how to convert your ColorOS OnePlus 15 to OxygenOS. Like if you buy it on GizTop or something, you know how they'll convert it for you. You can pay the extra $20 and they'll do it. Well, there's not going to be any of that. There's no toolkit you're going to have to download, nothing special on your phone. And I will cover this extensively. I'm not getting rid of this thing for a long time. So I'm going to be right there with you, with all of you OnePlus users. I'm going to stay on top of this. Subscribe to the channel, and I will certainly let you know when you can expect the conversion from OxygenOS to ColorOS. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, because if those of you out there that are watching this have not used a ColorOS device, it's pretty freaking cool. So this is kind of bad news and good news mixed all into one. I had 3 OnePlus 13s last year. Classic phone. Freaking love that phone. Now, 2 of them were OxygenOS. One of them I got from China, and it was running ColorOS. Not so bad, minus the fact that only 80% of the phone converts to English when you change the language settings and you convert it to English. There's still some system setting apps that are in Mandarin and or Chinese. They're not going to do that with this one. If you bought a OnePlus 15 in the United States, a global one, it's not going to come with Mandarin. It's not going to be the one that I'm describing that I had on the OnePlus 13. It'll be full English. It'll be like ColorOS, like on the Oppo Find X9 Pro, right? Or X9 Ultra. It'll be the ColorOS on that. So those of y'all that do have one, your OnePlus 15 is going to be converted into that operating system. It's very customizable. It's actually, dare I say, even better than OxygenOS. Now, I don't have a ColorOS device here to prove that statement or show you, but I don't think everybody's going to have to freak out. I think this is honestly probably a good thing for the long run. For the long run of OnePlus devices, I think it's a good thing they're converting to ColorOS, because all devices will be on the same build. That means, and look, they've had this same discussion inside Oppo. What do we do with OnePlus? What do we do with current OnePlus phones and users? And I'm sure somebody said, hey, let's just cut out OxygenOS. We'll have one build that we can issue, that we can disperse amongst our devices. It'll make it easier for the developers. You're not going to have an OxygenOS team and a ColorOS team. No, you're going to have everybody on the same page, and that's a good thing for current OnePlus users. You're going to get the same updates. You're going to get the same features. You're going to get again, if we stuck with OxygenOS on here, remember how on one of our live streams, a few of y'all brought up in the comments that if they stick with OxygenOS on this phone and they just cease to exist, you're really not going to see, look, you'll see your guaranteed software updates and security patches, but one thing you're really going to miss out on is the features. If they stuck with OxygenOS, you would just get your software update. You would just get the security patch. They would do the bare minimum on these phones, and then let's face it, that would suck, right? It's like having a Ferrari and then stripping it down, taking out all the seats, taking out the stereo, taking out the AC. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, such a fantastic phone that would essentially they would just put off to the side and here you can have scraps. Basically, you wouldn't get any new feature updates, no cool this, no cool that in your software. Now that they're going to convert it to ColorOS, you're going to get the same features the OnePlus 16 is have. You're going to get the same features and operating system and camera tools that the X9 Ultra, Oppo X9 Ultra, well, similar has. But you see what I'm saying? It's going to look the same. It's going to feel the same. You're going to get all new features that come to the X10 Pro, Pro Max. You're going to get on the OnePlus 15. So in the long run, I think this is a very good thing. This is probably the best case scenario for current OnePlus users, is being converted to ColorOS, because now you're going to get that support. You're going to get those features. And it's, let's face it, in my opinion, it's a little more intuitive in feature-packed operating system than OxygenOS. It's just going to be a little shocker to current OnePlus users and OxygenOS users that were so used to that operating system. It's pretty much the same, but it does have more customizations. It does have a few more features. And I think those of y'all that really like to utilize the camera application are going to be satisfied and happy, because ColorOS does have a few more options in the camera department. So I think this is a good thing for the long run for OnePlus and OnePlus users. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to keep, trust me, I'm going to stay on top of this. I'm going to keep everybody up to date with what's going on, when we can expect that ColorOS conversion. And it's a very simple software update. There's going to be nothing users have to do to get it converted. Hands off. All you're gonna have to push is yes, update, and then restart. Boom, you're good to go. So we'll stay on top of this for you. Subscribe to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel for all your current and future OnePlus and/or OxygenOS news and information. Peace.